Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm Kylene, and I'm so excited to be here to talk about gratitude. And today we have a fun topic. We're going to talk about laughter and how laughter is so good for us. I'm sure we've all heard laughter is the best medicine. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before I get started, I wanted to talk about gratitude, obviously, why we're here every week. And because when we're in a state of gratitude, we're in that state of abundance and we have more to be grateful for and thankful for. And it creates all those positive emotions. And then it brings us more joy in our life. So being intentional about our thoughts here is why I wanted to do Thankful Thursday and share this with you. So we usually have topics related to gratitude because we all have access to gratitude. It's our superpower. Helps us get through some tough times. It can also help us lift our spirits if we're already feeling good too. So always good to be thankful for what you do have and focus our energy on what we do have, not what we don't have. And so that is why I am here today. It looks like we have some people checking in here today. Hey, Mo. Good afternoon to you, too. Good afternoon, Facebook user. I don't know who you are. Good afternoon, Christy. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Yes, you can go to osg.link/FU, and that will give Facebook permission to use your name on StreamYard. So if you go to that link, it'll all work out. I'll know who I'm talking to. Hey, Tanya, thanks for joining today. Oh, hi, Becky. Hey, Mom. Thanks for joining. Hope you guys are doing well today. Hey, Angela. I'm in afternoon. I wasn't sure what time zone you were in, so, I was just going with it. Yeah, so I'm excited to be here. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I thought we could bring some joy and laughter and talk about that and the importance of that in our life, especially as we move into this busy season of life. We have the holidays right around the corner, and that can create a lot of additional stress in our life. It doesn't have to, but it can. And coming back to laughter as you go through the holidays and just actually every day in your life, coming back to humor and realizing all the powerful and beneficial effects it has on our body and for our mood and for our stress level and all those good things. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the benefits of laughter and how it creates more joy and keeps us healthier and all that other good stuff. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about ways we can add laughter to our life and see the things that we can do intentionally to really create this in our life, create it. It's almost like gratitude. It's part of our habits. It's part of our thought process. We look for the humor in things and we try not to take life so serious all the time. And so for me, that's really important. Having Lewis, my son, he's definitely brought a lot of joy and brought out that that childlike sense of humor again. Aaron obviously makes me laugh all the time. But Lewis is just, he's so innocent about it. So it just definitely brings that joy back. And I think as we go through life, as we go into this busy season or have stressful times in our life, it's really easy to get stuck in that stress and have those negative feelings, all those worries, concerns you might have kind of overtake your thoughts. So if you come back to that positive mindset, if you come back to gratitude, and if you come back to using laughter, which it doesn't even, you don't even have to have a source of the laughter. You can create it yourself. Just start laughing. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that here towards the end of this. It just still has the same powerful effects for our body. And so the one, laughter is the best medicine. I think we talked about that. So if anyone has a story about laughter or how they've noticed in their life when they include laughter, please share it. Making Kylene laugh, it's one of my few redeeming qualities. You definitely can make me laugh. I'll share a quick story here. And I love Lewis, and I think he'll be okay if I share it. And maybe this is just funny to us, but either way, it brought a lot of joy to Aaron and I, especially me, because I was with Lewis at the time, and we were on a walk, and there was like a fancier car in someone's driveway as we were walking by, and he's like, Mom, I think that's a Mazda. Like, in the way he said it, he was so proud of himself that he knew what it was. And I'm like, and I couldn't help myself. I just started laughing, and I was like, you mean a Mazda? And he's like, oh, yeah. And then we had to call Aaron and share that with him. And, it's just the little things. It's learning to laugh at yourself. I think that is the biggest key here, learning to laugh at yourself, not taking ourselves so serious when we approach life. Yes, there are times when you need to show up and be focused and professional and all of that, but there's no reason why you can't just smile. Smile is a huge thing, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit too, but smiling is, it's the start of laughter, right? And that's contagious. And so it elevates the mood. It takes away that stress. It takes away that tension in a room, and it doesn't cost us anything. We all can access this if we choose to. So I have a quick joke to get us started. Let's see here. Hold on. It's going to show up here in a second. There we go. Oh, Tanya, I have learned to laugh at myself, and I'm happier for it. Lessened by my anxiety for sure. Yeah, that's so huge. And I'm glad you shared that. Thank you. Because it's something that whatever happens has happened. You can't go back and change it. So why not focus on positive and focus on how you can learn and show up differently in the future, and then laugh about that experience if it was kind of silly. We all have those moments. And then I have a joke here I wanted to share just to kind of, get us started on the right note, right? And the joke is, I was wondering why the Frisbee kept looking bigger and bigger, and then it hit me. So again, I'm going to be kind of vulnerable here. I think laughter and bringing out that childlike self in you is something that is a little bit vulnerable, especially for me. I'm a little guarded. I'm a little shy. And so, but bringing laughter out, being intentional about it, helps build that confidence. It helps build that self-esteem, and you just feel better about yourself because, again, you're not taking yourself too serious and you're just having fun, and that creates all those good emotions in us. So why is laughter the best medicine? So first of all, it's a really good, it boosts our immune system. So because the negative emotions that we experience with stress, it releases cortisol. But with laughter, it releases endorphins, and that counteracts that cortisol. And then that allows more of the, positive cell growth in our body to regenerate, and it cancels out that cortisol that can be so harmful. We all know stress, especially high stress over a long period of time, can be very harmful. So why not help ourselves out by laughing a little bit? It'll make us feel better. And when our mood is better, our stress level is down, we can function better and show up in the way that we want to show up for ourselves and for others. It protects dad jokes. Yes. I did borrow that. Aaron has a little list of jokes. I'm like, I need a joke. And so he had a list of some good ones. So most definitely dad jokes. Another thing that laughter does, it protects your heart. And this is something I didn't really understand. So I did look into it a little bit, but laughter improves the function of your blood vessels and it increases your blood flow. And then that can protect you from a cardiovascular event or a heart attack or something like that. So why not laugh more, right? Why not protect our heart? It does so much for us every day. Why don't we do what we can to protect it? The other thing, it's not a list, it's a database. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is going to be hard to get through all this. Again, not taking it too serious, right? I do have some notes, but I'm just going to kind of flow with it. So if you guys have jokes, go ahead and share them as we go through this today. I like it. The other thing, and I think this is a really important thing, and we actually touched on this last week when we were talking about pain and ways you can help manage pain and use self-care to take care of yourself as you're dealing and managing whatever symptoms maybe come up. It's surrounding yourself with positive people. It's creating that bond. When you have an experience with someone, when you have that belly laugh or just a moment in time where you just sit and laugh with your friends or your family or at yourself, it creates a positive bond and it makes you feel connected. It just creates those positive feelings. And then the other cool thing is it helps you remember those events even more. When you start with humor, and that's why with Unlocking Your Potential, we start with jokes because it helps you tend to remember events and facts and things like that when you can attach it to something funny. So why not activate yourself, create those positive endorphins in your body, and then allow yourself to connect more with the material or with the people that you're with. I think that's huge. And I think especially as we go into a busy season, it's really important to make sure that you don't take things too serious and you just kind of go with it and allow it to happen and laugh if it doesn't go exactly how you want. And then obviously you learn from it. The E+R=O comes into play. Event plus your response equals your outcome. So if you're not getting that outcome you want, go back to your response. Maybe you laugh at it however you responded before, and then you show up in a different way, and maybe it doesn't work again, and you laugh at yourself again, and you go back, and it's just a way to feel a little bit lighter, and it helps to reduce that stress because we can really beat up on ourselves. We can be really hard on ourselves when we make a mistake. So, like Tanya said, when you acknowledge what's happening and you are intentional about you just have to laugh. You can't control it. You can't go back in time. You just have to move forward and laugh and make the best of it and create those positive feelings inside of you again, instead of just dwelling on all those negatives. You two are awesome together. Jay and I just did a podcast together and had some laughs doing it as well. Awesome. Yeah, I love it. And again, you just feel more connected. Laughter just kind of cuts any stress out of an event. There can be some nervous laughter, of course, but it's still a little bit of laughter, right? And so there's still positives to that. The other thing is laughing can burn calories. It's an amazing energy booster. So when you laugh, again, your body starts intaking more oxygen, and that fuels our cells. And then again, those endorphins are released, and that's what we need to create those positive feelings and emotions in our body. And and get that energy boost we need. So let's say you're working and you keep looking at your watch or the clock. How much more time do I have left, or how many more orders do I have to finish today to stay ahead of the game? Whatever it might be, maybe you just pause for a moment and you just start laughing and create those positive endorphins so you can have that energy to finish whatever it is you're doing. I talked a little bit at the beginning, laughter can increase your confidence and your performance. When you don't take yourself so serious, again, you can allow growth to happen. You can allow learning to happen, rather than repeating what didn't work over and over and over and over, and you get stuck. So this was a way for you to help you get unstuck and do it in a more positive way. What else did I have? So how can you add more laughter to your life? I think the biggest one, like we talked about, is laughing at yourself. I have surrounding yourself with positive people. If you hang out with a lot of serious people all the time, it can definitely impact your mood. So if you are, let's say you can't control in a certain environment that you're at, maybe you're the one that introduces a little humor to the situation and creates more positive energy. So you can lift maybe the people who tend to be more negative. Maybe you can create some more positive feelings for them too as well. And then find little reminders. Surround yourself with like little things that bring you joy and some humor. So maybe you have a poster hanging up that's funny. I know a lot of people like to put those little bathroom signs. There's little funny sayings there. You can have a fun screensaver, a toy on your desk, whatever it might be. Like I have this little, I don't know, I have these little things that Lewis brought me, and they're super they're little dogs, and I don't remember what they're called. They're little plastic pieces he melted together, but they're little dogs and they're silly. And when I look at him, I smile and I kind of laugh because he was so proud of himself, and it brings me a lot of joy. So keep those little things around yourself. Really surround yourself with things that are going to remind you to not take life too serious and bring laughter into your life. And Christy wrote, recently I was sick, and because of it, I had to miss out on my favorite Halloween activities at the campground. So I was just hanging at my camper, trying to keep my distance from everyone, feeling pretty lousy and bummed that things weren't going as planned. I secluded myself in a camper, and it turns out I have some of the best friends and husband who made me come out at night and hang out with our small group of friends. There was so much laughter, happiness, and good times that I had no choice but to, I can't see the end, but I'm guessing no choice but to laugh and find joy. That's an awesome story. Thank you, Christy. It's true. You've selected people to be in your life that bring out the best in you, and they knew you needed laughter. They knew you needed that connection and that community and that support at that time, even though you didn't want that, right? Your friends were there for you, and it turns out you found the benefits of laughter and joy in positive people. So that's awesome, Christy. Thanks for sharing all that. Okay. Angela wrote, I needed this today. My mind can get me to me some days on things that I can't let go of thinking about. Time to laugh. Yeah. And I think, well, I know you're not alone. We all have days where you get stuck. You get stuck in a loop of thoughts, and you can't break it. But once you realize that you are in this mindset, you're not feeling good, that you're not feeling positive, just start laughing and see what happens. Maybe you go, and I'll talk about some different ways, but I'll share this now. Maybe you go and you watch some funny TikTok videos, if that's something that you do, or you go and you read something funny online, or you watch a comedian or a funny movie, or whatever it is to get you to laugh. It's really powerful and it doesn't take time and it's free. We can all go to it. There's no reason why we can't access this, because we all have the ability to just start laughing. So wanted to share that. So other ways, surrounding yourself with those positive people. Like I said, surrounding yourself with little reminders around your home, your car, your workspace, whatever it is that's going to bring you a little joy, a little chuckle, whatever it is. um, the other thing, and I need to do this more, is remembering those funny moments. Share them with other people or just write them down so you don't forget about it. I tend to forget about things. And so I think I want to start writing down some of these funny moments, because Aaron and I have had some pretty funny moments. And especially with Lewis, we've had some really good laughs. And I don't want to forget them as we move forward. So, like, for whatever reason, that Maz Dia comment just brings a lot of joy to me. And to other people, it might not be that funny, but just the act of us laughing about it, it's contagious, right? It brings some joy to you as well. Write down, share those funny moments, and not take yourself too serious. And I talked about this at the beginning, smiling so powerful. I think I've even done a Thankful Thursday on the power of a smile. But smiling is contagious. It's also an act of kindness. It creates that sense of being okay. It creates a sense of positivity. It creates a sense of joy, welcoming, whatever you want to call it. A smile is the start of laughter. So just smile and see what happens. If you're really in a funk, just sit there and smile and see if that can lead to laughter. And then see what it does to the people around you. We've all been around people, I guess I'm thinking like restaurants. We've all had a server maybe who's not having the greatest day, or going shopping, wherever. And the person helping you probably doesn't want to be there, right? And they aren't very kind. So maybe you smile and start laughing, or just maybe you introduce humor to that situation. It may or may not go over well. It's up to you to read that situation, but kindness and smiling go a long way. And so maybe that person needed that little bit of joy that time, and it brings some positivity to their life. And then the other thing is gratitude. So gratitude is huge here. Gratitude it creates gets our mindset in a more positive space. We become in a state of abundance, and therefore we have even more to be grateful and thankful for. And what does that do? It boosts our mood. It boosts our vibration. We start attracting more good things to us. So coming back to gratitude too, when you're feeling stuck or you're feeling like you're in a negative headspace, come back to gratitude. It's a really, again, it's your superpower, in my opinion. So there's, hey, Becky, thanks for joining. So there's another type of way you can bring laughter into your life. And I experienced this one time when I was at my training in Florida this past, I think it was March when I was there. And I had never heard of it. And I've gone through yoga training, and I think I would remember this, but there's something called laughter yoga. And so at the end of our training, our trainer goes, okay, we're all going to stand in a circle and we're just going to start laughing. Belly laugh, whatever you can, just start laughing. And so we all just started laughing, and I was thinking, oh, this is really odd. This is kind of uncomfortable. I was definitely outside my comfort zone in that moment. But I just went with it. I was there to play full out, so I did, and it was hilarious. We just kept going and laughing, and it was literally about nothing. We created it ourselves. We just started laughing. And so there's an actual practice of yoga called laughter yoga. And the cool thing about it is our brain doesn't know the difference between fake laughter and real laughter. It still creates those endorphins in our body. So why not just start laughing? And the other cool thing about laughter yoga is it's called yoga because it works on your breathing as you're laughing and different movements like that. but it's still, you're just standing around and you just start laughing and you do certain techniques. I don't know a ton about it, but I know a little bit about it, and it really piques my interest. And I wanted to share that, introduce that with you guys. If you haven't heard of laughter yoga, I found this guy on Instagram when I was doing a little research for this, and his name is Peter Can, or Pete Can, I think it is. Anyway, and he teaches laughter yoga, and he has a pretty big presence, and he takes it and he makes it even more fun than just laughing and doing things like that. And I have a little clip I want to share with you guys. And I hope you find as much joy in this as I do. Pete Can, the Laughter Man. Thank you, Aaron. Yes, Pete Can, the Laughter Man is his name. And he's on Instagram. But it brings out that childlike sense of humor again that we tend to bury down deep and start to take life so serious when we're adults. This is a way to bring out that inner child and bring some fun and laughter to your life. So I'm going to play this quick little video. I think it's like a minute long, maybe not even that long. And you can see a little bit about laughter yoga.
We're going to do trapped laughter. So we're going to trap our laughter. So we're going to get our laughter. And breathe.
Okay, so
challenge. And today we're going to do trapped laughter. So we're going
to. Okay, so I hope you find as much enjoyment in that as I do. It brings so much joy. What did he do? He was laughing and trapping it and just being silly and playful with it. And why not approach life that way? Why not watch little videos like this? Bring some joy and positivity to your life. You deserve to have that happiness. You deserve to have those endorphins go through your body, and allows you just to have more joy and show up for life the way you want to show up. And laughing, you can do it. You can create it out of nothing. You don't have to have something funny to watch, but if you need something, I gave you some ideas, and I think we all know what makes us laugh, but just start laughing and see what happens. So that's a little bit about laughter yoga. Christy, I did laughter yoga with you today. Thanks to my bunny circling me. I was invading her space, and she was basically telling me to move on. I love it. Yeah, we had a great laugh about it. It wasn't like you could have approached it differently. You could have been like, oh, I didn't get the practice I wanted because my bunny was all around me. Instead, you looked at it, you really found enjoyment with that and made the best of it. So thank you for sharing that, Christy. I appreciate that. Yeah, so if you want to join Christy and I, Christy does yoga with me in the mornings, riseshine.yoga. You can sign up there. Tanya does chair yoga with me, as well as my mom. And so if you have questions, you want to learn more about the yoga, just let me know. I will incorporate as much laughter yoga as I can as I learn about it. I think it's a pretty fun thing, and it's definitely outside my comfort zone. And that's why I wanted to share it, because it brings so much joy to me. And if it brings joy to me, maybe it'll bring joy to other people as well. So your call to achievement is to do something that make sure to laugh out loud every day or daily. Yes. So that's your call to achievement. be intentional about this. So I've talked about gratitude before and how you need to be intentional about really being grateful for the things that you have in your life. Focus your energy on the things that you have, not the things that you don't have, and really appreciate them. Let's do the same with laughter. Let's make sure we are intentional about laughing out loud every day. You can be by yourself and just start laughing. Why not? What's the harm that's going to come from it? Or maybe you're with your family or your friends and you just start laughing, or you allow yourself to just really relax and let loose and just see the joy and the positive emotions that you feel inside of you. So that's a little bit about the power of laughter and how laughter is the best medicine. I want to thank you guys for being here today. It's been an honor to share this with you. And thank you again for having a sense of humor and joining me and letting me share a little bit about something that can bring some more joy to our life. So have a great one, everyone. And thanks again. Bye.